Hi, and welcome to the Galain Solutions ENS podcast series. My name is Lorin Bristow, Managing Partner with Galain Solutions Incorporated. Today, we're going to give you almost everything you need to know about the Commercial Mobile Alert System, or CMAS, in less than 10 minutes. Our goal is to consolidate information from a variety of sources into a single presentation for public safety officials who are interested in taking advantage of this promising new public alerting technology. Well, there's no time to waste, so let's get started. First, what exactly is CMAS? Well, CMAS is an acronym for the Commercial Mobile Alert System. CMAS is a part of the Federal Integrated Public Alert and Warning System Program, or IPAWS, managed by FEMA. Now, some other names for the CMAS technology have also been flying around for the past year or so. You may have heard this referred to as PLAN, which is the Personal Localized Alerting Network. Telephony carriers are also referring to it as WEA, which is Wireless Emergency Alerts. All of these labels refer to the same thing. For the purposes of this presentation, we'll stick with CMAS. Well, enough of the alphabet soup. Let's move on to the good stuff. So what is so special about CMAS? Well, as a public safety official, there are times when it is essential to alert and warn the public. And it's generally desirable to make these alerts as geographically targeted as possible. Enter CMAS. CMAS allows local officials to select a targeted geographic area and send a text-like alert to mobile devices in the affected area. Now, these alerts are not only limited to people who have signed up to receive them. Because the system ties into wireless carriers like AT&T and Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, and others, alerts are delivered to anyone who happens to be physically located within the boundaries of the affected area and using one of these wireless services. The end result? Warnings are delivered to people in danger in a geographically targeted manner without the need for these people to sign up to actually receive them. So how does it work? Well, we can't go too deep into the details here. We'll give you links to some valuable resources at the end of the podcast. However, in general, here's how it works. First, local agencies with proper alerting authority issue an alert targeted to a specific geographic region. Now, this is created through a commercial software application, and most of the top vendors in emergency notification have or are building features in their applications to allow for the creation of CMAS messages. The created message follows a standardized alerting format known as the Common Alerting Protocol, or CAP. This format allows the message to be understood by a variety of different technologies. The message is sent by the local agency's server to the IPAWS Open Message Aggregator. Now, this is a technology managed by FEMA that serves as a gateway to authenticate, authorize, and direct message traffic to appropriate places. The aggregator receives the message, authenticates its source, and sends it to another gateway reserved for wireless carriers. Wireless carriers are continuously and automatically monitoring this gateway, and if a message is found, their systems spring into action, technology speaking. Carrier systems know from geographic codes within the CAP message precisely where the message should be delivered. Carrier systems then send the message to appropriate cellular towers within the targeted geographic region. Finally, the message is delivered to people with CMAS-enabled devices. Because mobile device users are already in contact with their wireless carrier's cell tower, assuming their device is on, the message can be delivered through the administrative channel that already exists between the device and the cell tower. Now, this is formally known as cell broadcast technology. Citizens with CMAS-enabled devices see a text alert pop up on their mobile screen, though this is not the short messaging service or SMS texting we're generally accustomed to. The administrative method just described is much more efficient and doesn't bottleneck or hang up due to bandwidth limitations like traditional texting. So what are the limitations? CMAS is a great solution and an important new channel for issuing warnings. However, there are some limitations that you should know about. First, by law, CMAS can only be used for one of three purposes: either presidential alerts for use in national critical events, imminent threats when life and safety is currently or imminently endangered, and amber alerts when specific criteria are met for alerts regarding missing children. Second, there are limitations on the number of characters. CMAS messages must contain less than 90 characters. In general, messages should be crafted to motivate citizens to seek additional details from other public sources. Third, current CMAS alerts will be geographically targeted to the county level. That's the smallest geographic region for the alert. Now, in the future, targeting smaller geographic divisions may be possible, but for now, precision is based on county lines. Fourth, no URLs or website addresses can be included in the message so as not to bottleneck internet networks during an emergency. Finally, not all mobile devices have CMAS capabilities built in. Virtually all new devices are required to have the capability, but most older devices do not. This is a short-term limitation as device turnover is very rapid in today's world. So as a public safety agency, how do you participate in the CMAS program? Well, your agency must first become an authorized alerting authority. The 4 steps are as follows. First, select IPAWS compatible software. Now, you'll need to obtain software that has been successfully tested in the IPAWS open test environment. Second, apply with FEMA to become a COG. Now, once your organization has obtained the software or at least identified the software you're going to use, it can apply with FEMA for access to IPAWS Open. An authorized agency is called a COG or a Collaborative Operating Group. This application does not yet give your organization alerting authority, but it does start the ball rolling. And you can find the application form on the IPAWS website at the link provided. Third, apply for public alerting permission. Now, this is where your individual state comes in. Once a COG application is completed and a memorandum of agreement is issued by FEMA, you'll be given a copy of the application for public alerting authority, along with contact information for a designated state reviewer. Guidelines and processes will vary from state to state, but you'll be given instruction for your particular state. Fourth, complete IPAWS web-based training. This online course is offered through the Emergency Management Institute, or EMI. Its official designation is IS-247, Integrated Public Alert and Warning System. With the completion of web training, specific alerting permissions will be entered into the IPAWS open system by FEMA. At this point, individuals specified by the COG will be able to send alerts and warnings to geographically prescribed areas. So there you have it. Almost everything you need to know about the commercial mobile alert system in less than 10 minutes. For additional information, be sure and check out the links provided and resources. Thanks for joining the Galain Solutions 10-Minute Cheat Sheet podcast, and be sure and look for our future podcasts on emergency notification practices and technologies.